So hello world, we're a little early. You can probably hear the dog crying. I don't know where the cat was. Oh, there's the cat. We may have an interruption of the cat later. So, yeah, that's a thing. That is indeed a thing. I'm putting my earbuds so I can hear the music because I turned off the music for me. And then we'll see about getting some doggos on the screen, shall we? We shall. Alright, Doggo. You ready? You're like, of course we're ready, Mom. Alright. Got some doggos on camera. Fixed it so I can hear the music. There we go. See if I can fix the doggy cam a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Good morning, Puck. Or rather, good afternoon, Puck. Yeah, can you sit? Come on, buddy, sit. No, you're just gonna steal my soul? Okay. I suppose that is indeed allowed. Sit. Nobody asked her. Nobody asked her opinion. I thought I was gonna need the hoodie, but I guess not. Alright, where's my hair tie? Because my hair is going to bother me. That awkward part where you're talking to yourself. You know you're live, but you're talking to yourself. Isn't that right, doggos? Alright. Good morning, Gem Doctor. Hey, Mike Cassidy. So, there may be a cat. There may be a cat later. He's kind of trying to adjust doggo cam. I think I adjusted it too much. I just need to leave it alone. What do you think, Puck? I just need to leave doggo cam alone? So the cat may make an appearance later today. He is laying in the other room. Hi, Ironheart. He's just laying on the floor in the other room. I have fed him 3 times already today. 2 or 3 times already today. And it is not even 1 o'clock. The cat woke me up at 5. So I've been awake a while. So how is everybody's Sunday going? I'm enjoying a very mostly quiet Sunday. We're gonna have a launch later tonight. Of course, you know, I'll be doing that. And, things and stuff. And we'll get started with all the science in like 10-ish minutes. I still haven't quite decided what we're going to do. I mean, we can plunge into the Hubble archive again. We can do some Juno images. I found a post-it, which you can't see because it's green. I found a post-it that had some things on it that I guess people had previously suggested. So we could do those too. So previous suggestions were Stefan's Quintet, NGC 7752 and 7753. Didn't we do that one? I feel like we did that one. And ARP 86. So those are our options today. I guess I should probably get a webcam ready. Or not a webcam ready, but a browser window ready so we can go browse all of this data. Hey, Wayne Johnson. So get all this set up. I should put on my glasses, but the blur bothers a lot of people, so I'm trying not to wear the glasses. Oops, that's not what I wanted to make full screen. That's what I wanted to make full screen. Okay. Put chat back up so I can see chat. Hey, Guido! What's for dinner, Guido? Oh, we do have a cat. Let's see if we can get the cat dealt with before... I'm gonna have to buy him more treats. Because he's actually been eating them. Let's see if we can get the cat dealt with before we really get started. Yeah, the Indian moon launch is totally later tonight. Tuffy. Tuffy, why are you over there? Come on. Come on. I can't see him now. Alright, excuse me while I get the cat, because I don't trust the cat. What are you doing, bud? Where are you? Come on. No, just come here. Just come here. We're just gonna do this. No, I know. Look what I got, though. Look what I got, though. Look. Now he's going to panic. He's like, this is not what I signed up for. Hey. Look. Look what I got. That's what you wanted, isn't it? That's what I thought. Alright. Can't see him, but I have a cat in my lap. See if I can convince him to get up on the desk. Usually that's not hard. Come on. No, that's not what you want. This is what you're looking for. So yeah, the India moon launches today. It's at a decent hour for us. So yeah, I will be streaming that. I could marathon. Could make this a marathon stream. Where we do science, and then we can mark rocks, and then we can go right into the launch, or I can take a break. I'm not opposed to a marathon, but at some point during the marathon, the favorite human will come home. So, yeah, that. Now y'all are looking at the back of the cat's head. Hey, Daddy Cupcake, yeah. Oh no. You dropped some. Here. Have it off my finger first. He's like, no, I don't. I want it out of the tube. Hey, YYZ, come here, Tink. Puck, somebody come lick this off my finger. Guido says, dinner will be chicken wings on a potato bed and some green veggies that have yet to be decided. Ooh, that actually sounds really good. We had chicken wings last night. We went out to Buffalo Wild Wings, so. Favorite human's like, aren't you gonna order an entree? I'm like, did you see all the food we got as an appetizer? No, I'm not going to order an entree. YYZ says, my nerves can't handle watching Wimbledon, and hello. Oh, hello. Did y'all hear about that ridiculous comment or question a reporter asked Serena? I heard it secondhand, so I don't know if it's true. I feel like it's true. But I guess a reporter asked Serena if she was going to focus more on tennis now. Focus less on, like, women's issue stuff and more on tennis. 5 games in all 5th set. Oof. Hold on. I know, I'm squeezing out some up from the bottom. Is this gonna keep you quiet for a little while? Daddy Cupcake says, okay, that real food talk has made me more hangry. I've been sick all week and I miss food. Oh, that's the worst. That is the worst. Do you not want the rest of this? The cat has decided he's done. So the dog is going to finish off what very little was left in the tube. I heard someone ask her if she was going to put her hair in a bun. That is some major eye roll stuff. I don't think she even does natural hair. There's stuff on the back of my hand, Pup. Thank you. Can you get the stuff on the back of my hand, Tink? You're more interested in what's on my fingers. Alright. I guess not. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. Being sick is never any fun. Alright. So I think we took care of the cat. I'm not making any promises. He may still scream. You know, excuse me while I kind of clean up some cat food related mess on my desk. Alright, maybe now the cat will be quiet. Alright, so yeah, I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. That's really never any fun. Hey, Refs Matt! So we're I guess we're gonna, I don't have a proper start screen or anything, so we're just gonna, where is it? So we're just gonna turn that off. Oops. That is not what I wanted. Excuse me. Look at me messing up already. I've had coffee. I swear I've had coffee. I swear I've had coffee. Let's dive in and space out, says Daddy Cupcake. Okay, so I feel like I need to turn down the music a bit more. I think I have ducking on. I do. Alright. So, welcome to Science Sunday. I'm your host, Annie Wilson, and we normally color space stuff, but a couple weeks ago I finished a space thing and we never chose what I'm doing next. So, I'm going to make sure I have chat up. I have a screaming cat. There's nothing I can do about the screaming cat. I've already fed him. I promise you, I've already fed the cat. You watched me feed the cat. Alright, so I have a post-it on my desk that I guess was full of suggestions from the last time I took suggestions. And I have Stefan's Quintet. The cat apparently has opinions on this. Stefan's Quintet, NGC 7752 and 7753, which I think I did that one, and ARP 86. If anybody has any suggestions, I am welcome to hear them. I've also thought about toying around with JunoCam images. I haven't worked with them. I know I looked at doing them before, but I wasn't too sure. So, hey, good morning, Bermina. Yeah, Bermina. So I think we're just gonna go into anything I choose. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. So I'm gonna go to the Hubble Legacy Archive. And I'm going to, you'll be mapping. Oh yes, please map. So those of you that are like, mapping what? We're marking Bennu. Oh, that's another thing we can do today. I can download the data and we can play around with the data. I'm not entirely too sure how to visualize the data, and it's been a while since I worked in R, so I don't even know if I have like an R environment all set up to work with said data. So that's a possibility. That's a possibility. Because there are a lot of people that have done really, really well. So let's put that up. You gonna lay down, Puck? I know it's hot. Yep, we've done NGC 7752 and 7753, because that's still in my what we're doing. Finding an object to colorize. That's what we're doing today. But yes, Bennu is what everybody's marking. And let's check that out. How many images are left? There are 1850. That's 1,850 images left to be marked. I think the last I looked... Hey, thanks for whatever made that go off. I didn't see what happened. Oh, you're hosting my stream. Thanks for the host. So, those of you that are new and don't know what happens when Streamlab alerts goes off, I tossed Cheerios at the dog, so here's the Cheerios, and then speak. Alright, make it rain. We're working on 2 barks exactly with Tinkerbell. So, the white fluffy dog is Puck, the little black dachshund is Tinkerbell, and the cat in the background is Tuffy. Somebody's gonna ask. Tuffy is camera shy. So, yeah, let's find an object to colorize. So this is we're in the Hubble Legacy Archive, and we're just going to do a search for ARP86, because I don't even know what that object is. No results found. Hey, Bill! Tinker! You're a little ahead of yourself. Here's the Cheerios. Tinker says thank you. Oh my goodness. Trekkers Kev says 25 for me and 25 for Canada Kim. So hello. I swear Tinker cannot hear the thing. Okay, so it doesn't recognize ARP86, which is kind of sad. So let's do Stefan's Quintet. It may not recognize this either. Oh, it does. Look at that. Look at that. So let's do images real quick. That could be cool. Here's a colorized one that they did auto-magically. This one right here. And I know, I hear you, buddy. Here's another auto-magically colorized one. This is another auto-magically colorized one. Had finger on the enter key before remembering not to use the Unicode version. Yeah. The thing gets kind of angry at you. So, we want... This is not usually where I download data from, is it? So... I'm trying to look, because we want data that's all taken at the same time. So I think we're going to go with... can I select these? Yes, I can select these. Awesome. Perfect. So we're just going to do a quick visual match of these. And we're going to put all those in the cart. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different filters. So we can assign up to 5 different colors. I don't think anything else is going to have that. So we're going to add the selection to the cart. And some of these look like they might be UViz. This one has IR data on it. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then we're going to fetch all the data. I'm just looking. Oh, this one's apparently combined. These 4 are science. This one's combined. We'll have to see what that's all about once I pull the data. So I'm going to fetch the HLA data, and I'm going to save the file. It may mess with the thing. It shouldn't take too long to download. There it is. It's already downloaded. Look at that. Oh no, it's not downloaded. Oh no. Alright, so while we wait for that to download, I don't think I have a Bennu window. Am I going to need... I might actually need a... That's not right. I know it's not right. Let's download sequentially. Save... Save. Watch this tank the stream. You found your first tomato growing. Aw, I didn't plant tomatoes at all this year. I was going to. I didn't plant anything this year. Bermina says, I'm really enjoying this new set of images I'm working on now. A nice variety of boulders, rocks, craters, and lots of empty spaces. Empty spaces for the win. Am I right? So yeah, these take a little bit to download, as you can tell. Oh, it's actually not showing up on the screen for you. That's taking some time to download. Empty spaces are very nice. They really are. You know what? So you guys can't see the things, so let's see if I can pull up the images again. So you guys can at least see what I'm downloading. And it's taking a little while. It's taking a little while. But it'll get there. I'll think. So you're going to make tomato sandwiches. Tomato sandwiches are amazing. Favorite human likes fried green tomatoes, so it's always been a weird balance of, if I do grow tomatoes, like I need to find a nice slicer, but something that'll also, you know, toss out a bunch of green tomatoes. Oh, I am so envious, Guido. I just didn't get my act together to grow anything. And I feel terrible, but, you know. Oh, you wanna know what? We can't do a marathon stream today. Here's why we can't do a marathon stream today. For those of you that just tuned in, there is a India launch tonight, ISRO, that is ISRO, India Space Research Organization, I believe. It's India's equivalent to NASA. I can't do a marathon stream from this all the way into that because Favorite Human is taking me to go get my scooter today from my parents' house. It is July and I haven't had my scooter all summer. So yeah, I would like my scooter back. Please, okay, thanks. So we're gonna go down, get my scooter, and then come back, and we should hopefully, that hopefully shouldn't take too long, but you know, it does take some time to get down to my parents' house. And then my poor little scooter can't go faster than 43 miles per hour. I'm not exaggerating. So go down there, get it, or go down there, suit up, get it, and then come back home. So that's all going to take some time. Did I get all of them? It looks like I got all of them. Awesome. Scoot, scoot, scoot's fun. Yes. I really do enjoy my scooter. I really, really, really enjoy my scooter. All right, cool. So we're gonna flip over to the dog again as I rearrange a few things. So first of all, I need to move all of these to where I want them on my hard drive. Yeah, you guys really do get the whole experience, huh? I forget where I put them. Oh, here we go. Data processing and new folder, and we'll call this Stefan's Quintet. Excuse me, Quintet. And paste all of them there. And boom. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is I'm going to close that window. The next thing we're going to do is open up Fitz Liberator. And once I have that up, I will show you. So we have 5 files, and I can only open one at a time, I think. I know, Tinker. And I guess we can hide that. And boom. All right. So this is the first one in Fitz Liberator. This is the 140 blah, 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 blah. And it says comb at the end of it as in combined, which is actually quite interesting. Guido says, I have quite ordinary non-spacey tomatoes, but I still expect they'll taste great. Astro YYZ said, I'm growing some Cosmonaut Volkov tomatoes, and I had all of these beautiful tomatoes that were like spacey themed that I was going to grow this year from seed. But guess who never got her seed started? So that's going to just be a project for over the winter. I could grow tomatoes in the house, but I don't. Tomatoes are weird and they require a lot of heat. Excuse me while I look for a pad of paper, because I take notes while I do this. Okay. Got a pad of paper. It's actually more green post-it notes, so you won't be able to see what I'm writing. Ha 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 ha. Astro always that says, mine took off with the hot weather a couple weeks ago. Had to move my hot peppers around. Oh my. Yeah, I was going to do hot peppers. I was going to do like my really cool spacey tomatoes, and I just didn't get my act together. Alright, so we're doing Stefan's Quintet. We have 5 images. So 140 is the first one that we have open. So yeah, it has, you're looking at the screen, and the blue is where it is literally too dark. It's just all cut off, and the green is the same. We can actually fix this a little bit, and because I do want a lot of that blue to be there, but I don't want the bright parts to be so bright. I do want a lot of detail, so I'm just playing around with the stretch functions. I can actually do that to get rid of the, but that also brings down the amount of detail, so we'll just kind of put it here. You know, everything's still pretty, excuse me, everything's still pretty there, but you know, it's not as there. And there's different stretch functions we can use. We can even do auto scaling. This, I like this a lot because it brings out a lot of the dust, and but a lot of this is just playing around, getting what you think, you know, looks right. You do want a whole lot of the dust. You want to be able to see details. Tinkerbell. And yeah, but there's no really hard and fast way to do this. And you can tell that different stretch functions make it look different. And that's just how it works. Like that one shows no detail at all. If we really wanted to make the stars pop and the centers pop, we would use this stretch function. But, and then this is almost inverse. But we don't want to use the power. The root ones don't look any better. Did I break it? I may have broken it. All right, let's hit reset. Yeah, I had broken it. No, the root ones were fine. I wonder what I did. Fitz Liberator gets wonky, and I don't know when the last time it was updated, and I don't know if it's open source, so I don't know if we can just go in there and be like, okay, let's fix this code. Oh, excuse me. Fenmill says, y'all are making me sad not having homegrown tomatoes. You're not the only one, Fenmill. Okay, so we're going to go into the image headers and the metadata. So I'm just going to scroll through the metadata real quick, see if there's anything in here good. No, no, no. So into the image headers. FITS files have a lot of information packed all together, and I like how this one actually has a this one actually has some pretty wild details, like the objects, Stephan's quintet in YJH gap, a NOAA IRAF FITS image kernel, so 2003. And it may have, I think it is all from the same proposal, but it may have, I'm trying to figure out why it says combined, because it shouldn't say combined, unless that's just how it works with this particular data pipeline for this filter. So I'm just scrolling through. There's a whole lot of stuff on the screen. All the stuff from Drizzle Pack. And I think we're just going to leave it here, because I'm not really finding why it says combined, but it did tell me who drizzled the data. So I guess I could write an email to this person and be like, well, why does this say combined? Or I can go into, documentation. But they used PyDrizzle, which is actually good to know, and PyFits. Because even though they did this 11 years ago, it's still good to know because IRAF has been depreciated, like, completely. So, Ambia says, "Fo shizzle my drizzle." Yeah! It's literally, when they deal with the data, they literally just, yeah. So here's the getting started, which they have in the nice, you want to set the black and white level sliders in the histogram to give a nice contrast without too much black and too much saturated areas. So yeah. And I guess we can insert metadata. So that's interesting. We're not going to mess around with image data. 8 craters. Oh my goodness. Fedmill says, I'm kind of drive-buying it today. Take care of all the art fair to see all the talented people can art with. Yeah, I think it's also Festival of the Arts at Youngstown State University's campus today, too. I think that was this weekend. But again, I had no scooter, so kind of tricky to go and do things. Part of me is like, I really don't have an excuse. There's the bus. But it is very hot outside. Alright, so I think I like this one the best. We got rid of practically, excuse me, got rid of practically all the super saturated areas. Still have a decent amount of dust. Auto-scaling chose something completely different. Ambius asks, what version of Python was proliferating 10 years ago? Michael says 2.7, and I would agree that 2.7 is probably the correct answer. So this is what I like, and we are just going to do a save. And I know you can't see what I'm doing. Now we're going to, with the same, it's going to freeze. I have it set to freeze the settings, so I'm going to open all the other files, essentially apply all the other settings to the same. You're joking, right? Well, no. No, I am not going to apply all the same settings to all the other files. I thought I could. I cannot. Ay, ay, ay. And this is why it gets tricky. Alright, we're gonna hit reset and we're going to start from the beginning and find a nice... I know, I heard you the first time. No, don't do it. Don't do it, buddy. You really don't want to do that, bud. He's like, yes, I do. I'm envious that you have 3 craters. Don't do it, buddy. Don't do it. What? Why? The other image was so nice, and this one's just like, nope, we're not doing it. It's not happening. All right. And I broke it. I broke it. I broke it. Oh, Fitz Imager. I broke it. Excuse me while I restart it. Alright. The software does that sometimes. I can't even. I can't even. Kitty's saying, where are my treats? Yeah, he's had a treat. He's been fed. He's been fed multiple times today. I'm not sure what his deal is today. Because normally he doesn't hang out this much, and you guys know that. Normally he's just, you know, kind of here. He'll pop in, get his treat, and then he'll pop out. And today he's all, where's my treat? Where's my food? Why aren't you paying attention to me? Alright, we're going to do a different image. Let me start at the other end. I'm going to reset. This is indeed probably the most time-consuming part of it. Because I want to find a balance that's just right. I want to make sure all the data comes out. I think they're done barking. Sorry about that. Alright, so now I don't want that one. 1 minute. I'm going to write down all these filters and I'm going to essentially cross off which ones I don't want, or write down the ones I don't want. Or it might actually be better to write down the ones I like. So log X is okay. I don't know if I can make this one any better. Arcsign H, or arcsign of arcsign. X is okay. And yeah, we didn't like that one. Arcsigns, especially compared to arcsign of arcsign, which has a better stretch, I feel. It definitely pulls out more of the details. Log was just meh. The roots are meh. Roots are definitely meh. And I think I broke it. I know, bud. Alright, so yeah, I think it is indeed going to be, excuse me, arcsign of arcsign. And it's not as black as I want it, but it has enough of the range that I'm happy with it. Just going to see if I can futz with it manually. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah. Sometimes Kitty sounds like a sheep. Yeah, he kind of does sometimes. He's, he is definitely, he's definitely a character. Okay, so I think I like this one. I should probably just use the background sampler tool. Do the peak sampler tool. Oh, no. What did I do? And there's no reset, or there's no undo, so I have to go back and start all over. So do auto scale for the first bit. Do the background sampler tool. Nine games in all fifth set. Oof. That sounds rough. Yeah, Kitty is definitely vocal. He's not shy about vocalizing his opinions at all. Okay, so we're gonna fit this, and I think we're just going to tolerate a little bit of saturation at the very, very center of the galaxies, because let's face it, they're really bright in the center, and each of the foreground stars has a bit of saturation. That's also okay. For our purposes, this is okay. I know, I heard you. Are you going to be vocal too? Is everybody going to sing me the blues today? I think everybody's going to sing me the blues today. Alright, so save this, and this one was... I know, I heard you. He's like, but... She's like, but did you? I mean... I have had cats that weren't this vocal. Alright, settings are frozen, so we're going to pop in here and pull out the next one down. Hopefully it will look okay. It doesn't look okay. There was an attempt, people. Alright. For consistency's sake, I feel like we should stay with the same stretch function. I know, I hear you, Tinker. And this shows a different level of detail, but that's okay because it's just a different filter. It's literally just a different filter. And then open another one. Next step down. And this one shows a lot of detail, so I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. Not all kitties are vocal. He's usually not super vocal. I had another cat that lived at my parents' and he wasn't very vocal. I don't think he was vocal at all. He just wanted to do his own thing though. But this guy, he never wants to miss a meal. He reminds you all the time that he never wants to miss a meal. And he feels like he should eat more often than you think he should eat. So. You're allowed to geek out about tennis, YYZ. You totally are. Canada Kim says, yesterday our Dora caught the chipmunk on the deck, not happy when she had to drop it. I bet. I bet. I've had a cat, not you, buddy. I've had a cat that was living in the house figure out how to use the doggy door, both in and out, because there was another cat that knew how to leave the house via the doggy door, but couldn't always come in through the doggy door. That cat was a little bit of a priss. So I had a cat that learned how to use a cat that lived in the house. It was not my cat. Learned how to use the doggy door both ways. And he was a real young cat and he was learning how to hunt. So he would bring in things like cicadas, mice. Yeah, he brought in a live mouse to the house. Just brought it in, dropped it in the kitchen. I was like, are you kidding me? After that, the dead stuff I didn't mind so much because it was just... What do you do with a live mouse in the house that the cat brought in because he felt like you weren't hunting? Like, you need to hunt. Let me help you learn how to hunt. I'm like, cat, this is not how this works. We had to fit a cat door that needed a magnet on the cat's collar to open it. Yeah. Like, cats will... I found that cats that are young, when they get here, I know. When they move in, I don't know what I just did, but I broke it. And I have to reboot it again. I really, really wonder if anybody is still doing Fitz Liberator. Or I wonder what people are using instead of Fitz Liberator. But I found that cats that move in here when they're really young figure out the dog door okay. If they're adults, they're like, we don't want to do this. But the kittens and young cats are like, yeah, you know, this works for us. We want to go outside. Yeah. You have chipmunks? You've had chipmunks and red squirrels coming in through the kitty door. See, we don't have anything come in through the dog door, and I blame that on my dogs. Like, I think Favorite Human's been worried about, like, groundhogs and raccoons coming in, but I don't see that happening. What? You're looking like you're gonna jump up on the table. So how about we just put you right here? I know. And he decided that's not what he wanted. Yeah. Tuffy only goes out with supervision. He doesn't go very far. He's also old, so it's easy to catch him. We might sit out on the porch later today. At my parents' house, I didn't have any control. So. Oh, the kitchen was trashed by a raccoon? Oh, wow. Alright, I am going to save this image before I break everything again. Yeah, there's doggy doors that work like that too. There is nothing up here that you want. There really is nothing up here that you want, Cat. I know you guys can't see him, but he is totally all up on my desk. Sniffing things. What do you want? Do you want another treat? I don't know what the cat wants. Okay, so we've pushed all these images through Fitz Liberator, which is good. And for whatever reason, the one just, he wants you to tickle him. I tried. He's like, I don't know, Mom. He's just being pretty vocal and being all like, I don't know what to do. Alright, Alright, and I'm just saving one of these images again. Because I didn't like how the one preview looked when I saved it. Bits, he wants the keyboard monitor in your lap. He doesn't want to be in my lap. I will toss bits at the dogs in 1 second. Let me just save this file. He doesn't want in my lap. I pulled him there a bunch of times. He just, I don't know what he wants. All right. So here's some Cheerios. All right. And speak. Trying to make sure your earballs don't get blown out. All right. Okay. So we've processed all the files in Fits Liberator. And this is usually a pretty good stopping point, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip over to the doggos. And I'm going to close Fits Liberator. And then, because even though it won't take very long to import them into Photoshop, it is indeed a quarter till. So let's, kind of switch gears a little bit and talk about Bennu. So I'm going to pull that into a new window. I don't think I have things set up on this set of things to really do Bennu, like to mark Bennu. So I'm not going to mark Bennu. What I am going to do is I am going to pull up the database, and I think I can quickly export things from the database to Excel and have it set up so nobody's info really gets shared. So there are apparently 166 images that need one more user to mark them before they are done. I think that's how this works. Let me pull that. Oh. That's not one of the things. Oh, no, that is indeed not one of the fields for that. Okay, let me look at images done. I don't know how all the software works to make it so that an image is done. I know somehow on the back end that there's something that flips the done from 0 to a 1, but I really don't know exactly what that is. So all I'm looking at is the image. There's a couple different tables I'm looking at. One is the image users and users, really. And actually, for what I want to do, I do not need... Sorry, I'm looking at I'm going to make a new query. Oh wait, you can't see the query, but no, I'm going to make a new query. And I'm going to pull the info that I want to pull. And essentially the info that I'm pulling is going to be the user ID and the count distinct image ID for each user. And we're grouping that by image ID. So image ID is associated in other databases with email address, name, username, etc., etc. But with this that I'm going to export right here, all we have is the user ID and the image count for a distinct number of images marked. And I'm doing it this way because, I want to put this stuff up on my screen, and I am trying my best to not have this be... Hold on, where is it? Excel spreadsheet. There we go. I'm trying to essentially protect people's, you know, privacy. Yeah. And if anybody has a question about how many images they've marked, I will happily look that up in the actual database. Without worrying too much about, you know, disclosing. Because I know some of you really don't, you know, really do want to know and that you don't mind that I share. Alright, so Bermina wants to know. Perfect, because I just sorted by username. So the problem with me polling the way I did for the other is that there are several test users, and I can't tell who's a test user and who's not without knowing those specific user IDs. So yeah, the data I'm going to play with in a second is going to be a little off, but you know, for just demonstrating what we have so far, I feel like that's enough. I feel like it's okay. So, and Bermina. So you have done, Bermina, you have done 24. You have 24 distinct images. I think I can add another column. Give me 1 second. You have 24 distinct images. You've marked a total of... I ran a new query. Give me 1 second to find it again. Because you may have actually marked more than that. You've marked a total of 32, but 24 of them were distinct. So yeah, no, that's not bad. Like, I've managed to hit 50, I think. Trekker Kev would like to know 1,000, 2,000? I know you're not over 1,000, but sure, I will look for you, Trekker Kev. Michael T. Meyer says, I think I've only completed one image. You would not be alone, Michael. There are many people that have done a single image, and that's okay. You still have helped. Actually, I just scrolled past you. Yeah, you're right, Michael. You did a single image, and that's okay. That's okay. Oh my god, line call, even Princess Kate is getting emotive. Oh, wow. Alright, so scroll. I'm still in the S's. Alright. There are a lot of people that have signed up to do this, which makes me happy. Alright, so... Trekker Kev, you have done 6! Bad Panda Bear says, I've probably done less than 10. Let's see. Oh, I saw my name. That means I went too far. You've done 7. So yeah. And no, YYZ, you probably have not done as much as Mike Cassidy, who does a lot, and I think I want to kind of play around with his stuff eventually. So, let me look for you real quick. You have done 146, Astro YYZ. No, people have done as much as CD and Spooky did a lot. Alright, let's see if I can find... What are you doing? Oh. What are you doing, cat? CD and Spooky that's actually not a username in the database. So without knowing more information, I can't make a comment on how many of that. Moving house has been neat. I found my GoPro camera, which has been missing for 6 years. Oh, yeah. I'm afraid that when I move, I'm going to find a bunch of stuff like that. You are going to everybody's getting a certificate. Everybody's getting a certificate. Even those people that have only done one, you're going to get a certificate. I think I am going to do It might be under Canada? Okay. Part of the reason why I pulled the data is because I wanted to... I see Canada Kim. So Canada Kim has done 9 distinct images. You've done 13 overall. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I see. I wasn't looking at other bits that would typically have the thing. Canada Kim's, yeah, you've done 9. So part of the reason everybody's getting a certificate, even the people that have done a single image, which that's like 1,000 in some people. So I'm going, my email people are going to freak out. A really big certificate? I also found the rental car keys, so I'm not stuck here. Had to drive to Philadelphia today. Well, it's good you found the, rental car keys. Let's see. So we're going to pull up Mike Cassidy. Actually, there's an easier way to pull up Mike Cassidy, and that is sort by count. I'm not even joking. So, Mike Cassidy has done 1,586. He is one of 2 civilians that I can tell that have done more than 1,000 images. The other one is not someone I recognize from Discord or from Twitch chat, so I'm not going to say their name. But when I did do a search, because I did search all the people that did over 1,000 that didn't have gov or edu at the end of their email address, when I did the search, I found this same person, and they have also contributed to a whole lot of other citizen science projects. So we have 2 civilian citizen science heroes, and it's amazing. It's just, I don't think the other one is an active member of our community. I think they're just out there doing, really cool. So, yeah. Yeah, we definitely have some heroes that are straight up civilians. But yeah, I wanted to pull the data because I wanted to see, where the best breaks were for doing, like citizen science hero certificates, because obviously doing over 1,000 is a humongous achievement. Because I don't think most people do more than 10. So... No, we have not passed the deadline, Michael. For some bits at Puck, we have actually not passed the deadline. The deadline for Bennu got extended to July 22nd, so you have a little bit more than a week. So yes, y'all should still be mapping Bennu. Y'all should still be mapping Bennu. The deadline has been, we got an extension for the deadline. The numbers keep steadily going down. It's pretty exciting. It really is pretty exciting. Simply watching the numbers on the remaining drop. Like, I knew I would feel good once we got to that halfway point, but watching them drop from just continuing to go down makes me happy. I honestly don't think we'll get all of them done by the deadline, but if we can get to below 1,000 by next week, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Once we're all done with the all the images, I'll have, another celebration stream, but I'm not confident that we can get all 1,800 images done by next week, but I'm thinking we can get down below 1,000. And you know what? That if we get down below 1,000, that's 3/4 of the images that we've looked through. 3/4. That's amazing. That's way better than half. So yeah, at this point, I'm just kind of rooting for everybody. I probably should do more rock marking streams and more things to get you guys all hype. And things of that nature. Like, I like looking at this data, and I want to I really do want to try to find out a way to pull, you know, how many have we done a day? You know, how many, you know, are remaining, kind of thing. And I can't quite figure out exactly, you know, what makes an image done. So yeah. And yeah, yeah, marking, I like it. It weirds me out because you guys get so quiet when you're marking, and I'm like, oh no, nobody's watching, oh no. But it makes me feel good to know that y'all are marking. So how many are left? We have, let me refresh on the website because I trust the websites. We have 1,847 left. You know, people who are amazing, like Mike, can knock out like 100 a day, but we need like 14 people like Mike to knock out, you know, 100 a day. So if we can get, you know, 20 people to do 5 images a day, that would be amazing. And yeah, literally every little bit helps. So let me play around with the database a little bit, and because I'm never quite too sure, because it's weird, because when I pull from the database of images, it has like 8,159 rows, and I don't know what that means. I really don't. And some of these are, you know, some of these have been updated, like haven't been updated at all. Some of these were updated, I think, before we even launched the project. Like, I think anything that says Feb data at the end of it was, you know, done by actual, you know, sciencey people. And yeah, let me do a thing where updated at equals null. Oh, I think I want ID, image, set ID, file, location. There we go. Aha. So we have 1852 that have been returned with null of updated at, or where updated at is null. Let me expand some of the things. So it's 852. Or 1,852, which is higher than the number on the website. So I don't know if that's a good, I don't know if that's a good marker, so to speak. How many images are in a set? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, cool. So there's 9 images to a set. I'm going to just write this down somewhere for later. So there's 9 images to a set. And I'm just kind of expanding this. which would make sense once I'm looking at it. Yep, 9 images to a set. So, you know, that overall big image, they're being spliced into a couple different bits. So we said 1847 on the website, and I'm seeing 5 here that don't look like the others. And then 52 minus 5 is 47. So yeah, that's essentially how I would get that. So with the updated at being null, those are images that have not been touched at all. Literally touched at all. So that's what those image remaining means, is that it hasn't been updated, it hasn't been created. You wanna, hold on. Where updated at is not null. Aha! And there's like 6,307 images that are not null. But updated at is greater than, I don't know how to enter a date. Puck Love, hey Rose. Yeah, Puck's just kind of hanging out. I don't know how to enter a date, so let's do 2019. When did we launch this? Let's say May 1st. I can't date. I obviously don't know how to put a date in. So May 1st, 2019. Ha! I don't know how to enter a date in a stream, in a SQL search. All right, give me 1 second while I search for that. So my SQL, because I want to search by date. Search by date. Oh, okay. And updated at date time. See, I knew there was a date function. I just didn't know how to use it. So we want to say 2019 0501. Let's try that. Come on, you can do it. Well then, I think I don't need the not null. So yeah, this is fun. I'm sorry. I just don't know how to do this. And this one Stack Overflow is like not helping. And I don't have chat, so if y'all have said anything or suggested anything. Alright, so who won? Who won Wimbledon? I don't know. I don't know who won Wimbledon. Like, this function does not exist. Did I break it? Columns. Updated at is totally a column. Where? Updated at date time. Wait. Oh. It was giving me the wrong thing. Is greater than or equal to 2019 0501. I have an error in my thing. Hey, there we go. All right. So I was trying to use some people were doing this weird. Okay, so, woohoo! I figured it out. I was using the wrong function. So, here's Michael T. Meyer asks, at one point you said the number of discrete images done by one user was different from the number of images completed. Does that mean that one person can be asked to mark the same image more than once? Wouldn't that break the statistics because marking wouldn't truly be independent? Here's what's happening. No. Each user will be asked to mark independent images or distinct images. What's happening is that sometimes the application freezes and people trying to get the next image or get it to do anything are clicking image done multiple times. So that's why the total number of images that they've done versus distinct number of images done is different. Total number of images done is literally how many times they've clicked the image done button. I'm not joking. They've just clicked the image done button that many extra times. Somebody clicked the image done button over 200 times, I think. I have seen that done. And the distinct image is actually the images that they've marked individually. That's why I do a count by distinct, because before I was doing the count by distinct, my numbers were inflated because I was capturing all the times that somebody just hit and resubmitted the same image over and over and over again by clicking image done instead of clicking or instead of hitting refresh. So when the app does hang, because it does hang, you just, it looks like it isn't doing anything. You just have to wait a second, and it does some number crunching in the background. I don't know why there's a hang. I don't know if it's struggling to deliver a new image, because it seems to be saving all right the first time. It doesn't seem to take very long to save everything to the database. I think it just takes a while to serve a new image. So when it does hang like that, just hit refresh. You know, worst case scenario is it doesn't work. Worst case scenario is that your data doesn't get saved, which we've proved over and over again by looking at the database that yes, it gets saved. So, hello Eric, hello Sammy. All of that. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. There are things happening, but it's okay. I promise it's okay. So now that because I don't remember when we first announced the beginning of this. Bad Panda Bear donated bits, Puck. And speak. Good girl. Thank you. Yeah. So because I don't remember when we announced the beginning of, hey, we need to mark rocks. I mean, I'm sure I can go and find it somewhere. I just went with the start date of May 1st. It may actually be a little earlier, it might be later, but I'm thinking May 1st is a good spot to start. And yeah, things and stuff. Things are afoot. So if you've missed it, the Bennu deadline got extended. I am in the database right now. I have the MySQL workbench up, and I'm looking at it, and I'm trying to pull through numbers and see different things and try to answer your questions. And I'm not screen sharing because there is some user data in there that does not need to be shared with the world. No, not again. It's been extended till the 22nd. So if you've already heard that it's been extended, then yeah, it's been extended, but it's been extended to the 22nd. And I would like to see us hit, you know, less than 1,000 images to do, because the number does go down pretty regularly. And right now I'm just kind of trying to poke at different things, and yeah, so it's weird because I know it's weird because the images table doesn't count. Like, I have to pull from a couple different things, like I think it's image users is where I get the how many are done kind of thing. So hold on, and this information's not the greatest either, because it has information from like 2018 in it, and that's no good. Trying to figure out when, because I don't remember when we announced the beginning of this, but I want to say that the 1st of May is maybe a good point. I don't even know what that says, Sammy. So right now I'm just kind of scrolling through the data, trying to figure out when we announced this. And I'm thinking So it goes from like a whole bunch of activity on April 3rd to a little bit of activity before the 1st, and then there's a bunch of activity from, let's say, the 1st on. So, but I'm not entirely too sure. Oh, Bermina, and you asked that earlier, and I totally blanked out. So each image is, I think it's at least 20 meters by 20 meters. I have forgotten the exact thing, but I think it's at least 20 meters by 20 meters. So yeah, I think to really play around with numbers and get good numbers for you guys, I'm going to have to do things like figure out when we announced the campaign to the public, when everybody started, because I think there are a lot of I think the reason for the higher counts for some not civilian people is because they did a whole bunch of these images really early on before we released it from the public. I thought I started marking right at the beginning, and my first image is from 5/27. You know what? That's actually a good way to do the thing. I don't know how to pull it. And all I can think right now is that I'm hungry. So I think I'm going to have to go back and look and see when exactly we released it, because I do want to say it's May. Michael T. Meyer asks, how many pixels across the image? I don't remember anymore. I really don't. Is that on the FAQ? I feel like that should be on the FAQ. So no, it doesn't tell you on the FAQ, and I feel like it should tell you on the FAQ of, you know, the dimensions of the image, and it doesn't. That is interesting. What do you keep pawing at, bud? That is definitely interesting. I don't know if I can update that or not. I'm sure I have that information stored somewhere in my brain. I know we've talked about that information before. I know the information is out there somewhere. It's just not, excuse me. It's just not a factoid I have stashed away in my brain. It really isn't. Hey, Veronica. So we are down to 1,846 marks rocked. I have the database up in a window that I'm not sharing because I don't want to share potentially sensitive information. Like, the world does not need to know your email address, essentially. It helps me, but the world does not need to know your email address or your name. So yeah, I'm just kind of looking at that. Oh, the data is next to the image. 5 centimeters per pixel, so 22.5 meters per image. There we go. There we go. See, I knew it was at least 20 by 20. All right, I'm gonna jot this down. I'm gonna have my whole desk covered with Post-it notes again. So about 5 centimeters per pixel and 22 by 22. I knew it was something like that, or 22.5 meters by 22.5 meters. So if you see a boulder that's half the screen, that's a pretty big boulder. I know, Tink. I know. That's fine, Bermina. That's perfectly fine. I am happy that, you know, people are doing this. So I am Sorry, brain fart. So there is a launch tonight, and I had thought about doing a marathon stream, but I am not prepared to do a marathon stream for a couple reasons. One, it's on the web page behind the image. Oh! Duh. It's under quick facts. No wonder why it's not on the FAQ. I'm not prepared to do a marathon stream for a couple reasons. One, I had asked Favorite Human to help me go get my scooter today. I have been without my scooter all summer. I would really, really like my scooter. And today's a good day to get it because reasons and things. Today's a good day to get it. The weather's nice, the weather's going to be nice, and yeah, it's going to take a while to go down to my parents', and then it's going to take a while to drive back up, and yeah, things and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to get my scooter today, plus I don't have any like snack food handy, and I didn't eat before I started streaming, so I'm kind of hungry. And yeah, so I don't know. Maybe he'll get home later than I thought, and then it'll just be too late to get the scooter, and I don't know. But I would like the scooter. I would like my scooter back, please. So, no, it's not raining today. It is not raining today at all, so... And it's, before people think that it's like one of those little scooters that you can rent, it's, the scooter I'm talking about is like a motorcycle. It's more of a motorcycle than it is of like a scooter that you self-propel or motorized like that. It's more of a motorcycle. Scooter equals freedom, let freedom ring, right? Right? The scooter lets me get places without having to stand in the heat for the bus. And I just feel better when I have the scooter because I can run and go get my own groceries and things of that nature. Oh, the cat's out of food again? Let's go get the cat again. Yeah, that's the right emote. Yeah, like a Vespa, I guess is what I should say. Because a lot of people know what a Vespa is. It's not a Vespa. It's a little Honda. And it is blue. It is, and this is the only vehicle I own, and yeah, I can only use it for roughly half of the year, and I have an e-bike, Canada Kim. It does not turn on anymore, and I bet you I have to replace the battery again. But I do own an e-bike. It's just the electric bits got fried because it rains in Youngstown, and I may or may not have ridden it in the rain. So, yeah. More bits! You stole somebody's soul, Tinkerbell! Can you sit? Okay, fine. Anyways, thanks for the bits! Tinker definitely said thank you. Eurobike, said the dumb American redneck. Yeah. No, I have an e-bike. It's definitely one of those things where I need to get it from here to my parents' house. But it doesn't turn on anymore, so. Honda scooters being super popular in college in the 90s. Yeah. I believe it. Hey, Ed and Sammy, I don't know how it's not weatherproof. It just, literally, it says on it, don't ride in the rain, but I live in a spot where it rains, so yeah. I have fried the electronics a couple times. So, I think at this point it's definitely turned into kind of an electrical project for somebody that just wants to mess around with it. And I don't know if the battery is any good anymore. So there's that. But I don't do a whole lot of DIY electrics. So yeah, this is actually, I've had to replace the battery once. I've had to replace the, bit that turns on the bike once. Like, I've had the bike for years. I got the bike in like 2012, and you know, it's for the amount I spent on it versus the amount I've spent on a car. It was would have spent on a car. I feel like it's been a good investment, but I haven't ridden it in like 3 years. So yeah, yeah. More bits! Good girl. And speak. She's starting to bark the moment I put my hand in the container. So, oof. All right. Yeah, the Honda stopped making the scooter in the 80s, I think? Or was it early 2000s? They may have stopped making the scooter in the early 2000s. Because I think I have an 80s model, or I had an 80s model, and I traded my dad for a much newer, much newer model. So we just swapped, and I think he's going to sell my old scooter. So it was very nice of him to swap with me. It's just my insurance rate's been up because I have a newer scooter now. So yeah. So that's what's going on. I'm hoping to do that today. Maybe I will have to get up super early tomorrow morning. I don't want to get up super early tomorrow morning. I'm just looking out the door at the sunshine. It looks really nice outside. So yeah, there is a launch in about 3 hours. That is a ISRO launch, India Space Research Organization, I believe. And, oh, you can do it on your phone if you select desktop site. Yeah, because you're tricking the website into thinking you're on desktop, but, oh my. Oh my. I hope you have a very large phone screen. Is there going to be an Apollo 11 anniversary stream by any chance? I don't know. We can probably make that happen. Let me look at the calendar. Let me look at the travel calendar to make sure that one of us will be in a spot with internet. And what is that? That's the July 20th, right? That's typically a Saturday, and that is a Saturday, and we don't typically stream on Saturdays. So, fun fact. I don't know if there will be a stream. Here's why. Dr. Pamela and I are both supposed to be out of town this weekend in the same spot. Like, we're really... Excuse me. I don't know what's going on. I swear I'm not sick. We're going to be away from home at the same spot at the same time. It's going to be kind of amazing. Susie's going to be there too. And so I don't know if the place where we're at has Wi-Fi. I don't own a laptop. Dr. Pamela does own a laptop. I don't know if she's bringing her laptop with her. She may not be. She may not. She may decide to go, you know, low. I don't want to say tech-free because I don't ever see her going tech-free. She may decide to leave the laptop at home. She may decide to leave her microphone at home. You're in St. Louis for a couple of weeks. If you're in St. Louis, you need to go to the City Museum. Trust me. So, yeah, we're going to be in the same meet space, and I don't know if the place we're going to be at has Wi-Fi. I don't own a laptop. I don't know if she's bringing her laptop and her streaming equipment. She might be. She might not be. Who knows? But it's looking like, you know, 3 of us are going to be at the same location on the 20th. And as Veronica says, there are going to be a ton of celebrations that day. There are probably going to be other celebration streams. I can see I can see me, if I get my act together, I can make a special episode for Wednesday's Daily Space to do, you know, all of that fun stuff. Unless this is the week where I'm supposed to do it on a Thursday. I think I may have gotten that backwards. Don't start. But if I get my act together, I could probably put together an Apollo 11 show for Wednesday. So, yeah. There are going to be lots of celebrations. They go out and be with people and meet space is what I have to say about that. I know, Tinker. I don't think the planetarium here is doing anything special because, you know, it's summertime. We don't normally do summertime shows. But, you know, it's still a pretty big deal. This is still the 50th anniversary. We don't have to, you know, celebrate the 50th anniversary necessarily just on the 50th anniversary. It's been 50 years since we, you know, did this whole moon thing. That's still pretty freaking awesome. So, yeah. But yeah, I would say a special stream on Saturday is a no-go. And I think I leave town on that Thursday, so yeah. I don't think there's gonna be anything special. I don't know if I'm streaming next week either. We will see. Yeah. Okay, so any other questions? Any other things of that nature? I'm looking at the travel calendar now. I don't think I'll be streaming next weekend because I will be traveling again with the I don't own a laptop. Take a picture while together? Absolutely. I don't think we took a picture together when we were in Pittsburgh. My goal this time is if Favorite Human and I drive down that no parts of his car are lost in the process. Because when I met up with Dr. Pamela in Pittsburgh, I sacrificed part of Favorite Human's car to Pittsburgh. It was the back of the passenger side rear view mirror, or side view mirror, whatever you want to call it. And it's just plastic, it pops off. Oops. I've told him I'd replace it. We both said we'll replace it. So it's just really terrifying because it hit one of those cones but not cones, like I don't remember if it was a board or one of the really skinny cones. It hit one of that, and I was on the freeway and there was no place to pull over, so the plastic piece was just gone. There was no place to pull over, and for the last bit of my trip to go pick up, you know, Dr. Pamela, I just watched the mirror just hold on by a couple of wires, and that was terrifying. But I was able to pop the mirror back in, and it's fine. So, yeah. I must commend Favorite Human for his response, because he had told, I think his Lyft driver on his way home from work, that his only hope and goal for the day was that I'm okay and the car comes back in one piece. And I told him, and he was just like, he was stressed, but not overly so, and he didn't yell, none of that. So more evidence that Favorite Human is indeed an awesome human being. Because he was just like, okay, it's cool. So, and yeah, that's why I said, Puck, what are you doing over there? Come on, I have Cheerios over here. Come here. Sniffing around, being weird. Yeah, so he got 1 out of the 2. I came back okay. I had a good time. Dr. Pamela had a good time. And I brought the car mostly home in one piece. Mostly. So, yeah, I've been rambling on for a while. yeah, but next weekend I'll be traveling, and then I think I'll be doing Science Sunday for a couple weekends in a row, and then I won't be streaming again, and then back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So yeah, there's all of that. Puck is hanging out with the pack leader, that is all. He was hanging out all the way over in the other room. So, what's on Moon Exhibition? Awesome. Yeah, I was gonna say Moon 50 countdown. That probably isn't a hashtag going on Twitter right now. But yeah, again, the launch is in like less than 3 hours now. Bennu deadline's been extended to the 22nd. I'm going to do that whole wrapping up thing for real because I really do want something to eat. And I will be back for the launch and all that other good stuff. So I think I have to do the wall of text all by myself today. Oh no! So this has been a production in collaboration with, hosted by, I'm not even sure what the right words are half the time. Anyways, CosmoQuest is in association with PSI, that's Planetary Science Institute in Tucson, Arizona, working in collaboration with Youngstown State University here in Youngstown. It's actually sunny outside Ohio. We are brought to you by you, so thank you for all of your support. Really, thank you for all of it. You are what keeps me getting paid. You are the motivation to get up and stream sometimes, and y'all are freaking awesome for marking rocks. Right now, one of the best things you can do to support us is inflict us on others and mark rocks. Please mark Bennu. I know it sucks, but please mark Bennu. We can do it. We can get to under 1,000 together. And I'm trying to think of all the other things that I need to do. I think that is the super short thing. Dog is like, you want to toss more Cheerios at us. So I think that's all the things that I absolutely have to say. Everything's archived on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, hey, come out and hang out with us Sunday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern right now. That's 1700 hours UTC. And yeah, if you miss an episode, check out the video on demand, and then if that's not up anymore, check out the YouTube. And I think that is all the things. So have a wonderful insert time of day here. I will see you in a couple of hours, and we'll do stuff before the launch and things of that nature. So until then, keep being awesome, be awesome to each other, and yeah, things and stuff. Right, Puck? Right. Puck's just like, all right, Mom, I'm just gonna stare at you until you throw more Cheerios in my direction. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in, and yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.